Have you ever stopped to wonder, what if everything society told you about happiness was a lie? We're bombarded every single day with messages. Find your soulmate, don't be alone, you'll be happier with someone. But here is the shocking truth. That constant noise is keeping you from discovering the most powerful, most liberating, and most life-changing experience of all. And no, it's not another relationship. It's not a new dating app. It's something most people are terrified of. But once you step into it, it transforms your entire life. I'm talking about the secret, the hidden gem almost no one dares to talk about. The power of living alone. Before you think, oh, that sounds lonely, stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll see why living alone is not just good. It's magnificent. In fact, it might be the single best decision you ever make for your freedom, your growth, your happiness, and even your future. But here's the mystery. Society doesn't want you to know this. Why? Stick around, because I'll reveal the hidden reason later in this video. Living alone isn't emptiness, it's freedom. Let me tell you something straight. Living alone isn't emptiness. It's not a punishment. It's freedom in its purest form. Think about this. Every single morning you wake up, that moment is yours. Not half yours, not shared, 100% yours. Every decision you make, yours. That remote control on the table, yours. That last slice of pizza in the fridge, yours. But it's not just about little perks. The truth is way deeper, because when you live alone, you face something most people spend their entire lives running from: yourself. The hidden trap of relationships. Here's a hard truth. In relationships, people slowly start losing themselves. What movie do I want to watch turns into, what movie would they enjoy? Where do I want to eat? Becomes, where do they prefer to go? Bit by bit, piece by piece, your identity starts to dissolve. But when you live alone, that's when you find your voice again. That's when you rediscover who you are, without shadows, without masks, without compromises. And here's the kicker. When you know yourself deeply, when you stand tall in your independence, you become magnetic. People sense your power. You stop begging for love because you already are love. Coming home to peace. Some folks will say, but what about coming home to someone? Let me flip that question. What about coming home to peace? Think about it. No arguments, no silent treatments, no constant negotiations. Just a space that reflects exactly who you are. A sanctuary where you can laugh, cry, dance at 2 a.m., or sit in silence and feel completely at home. That, my friends, is priceless. Growth without limits. Here's the secret no one tells you. Personal growth skyrockets when you live alone. Why? Because you're no longer running a three-legged race. You don't have to match anyone's pace. You set your own. Want to learn Spanish at 3 a.m.? Do it. Want to redecorate your apartment at midnight? Go ahead. Want to eat breakfast for dinner 3 nights in a row? Nobody's judging you. You move at your speed, your rhythm, your flow. The strongest support system. People say, but what about support? Listen carefully. The strongest support system you will ever have is the one you build yourself. Friends who choose you because they want to, not because they have to. And most importantly, that inner strength that whispers, I can handle anything life throws at me. When you live alone, you stop outsourcing your survival. You learn to fix things, to solve problems, to trust your instincts. That kind of confidence, no relationship can give it to you. Friday nights alone? Or are they? Now let's talk about Friday nights. Society paints this picture. If you're alone on a Friday night, you're failing. But here's the mystery. Those nights are often the most transformative moments of your life. That's when you discover passions you never knew you had. That's when you learn to enjoy your own company. That's when you realize being alone doesn't mean being lonely. It means being complete. Money, career, and health. Living alone isn't just emotional freedom. It's practical freedom. Money? Every dollar is yours. No fights about bills, no disagreements about savings. Your money, your rules, your future. Career? You can chase promotions, relocate to another state, start a midnight side hustle. Nobody's holding you back. Your professional growth is unlimited. Health? Your meals, your workouts, your sleep schedule, all in your control. Nobody sneaking junk food into the house, nobody disrupting your rest. You take charge of your body, your energy, your well-being, your space, your story. Here's something magical. When you live alone, your space becomes your story. Every painting, every piece of furniture, every corner, it all reflects you. Not a compromised version, not a shared taste, just pure, unapologetic you. Your home becomes a mirror of your soul, and walking into that space feels like walking into yourself. Emotional growth and boundaries. Now let's get real. Living alone forces you to grow emotionally. You learn to process your feelings without leaning on someone else. You learn to set boundaries. You learn to say, this is who I am, this is what I accept, and this is what I won't tolerate. That's emotional intelligence. That's self-respect. That's power. The intimacy. No one talks about people will ask, but what about intimacy? Here's the truth. The most important intimacy is with yourself. Understanding your thoughts, knowing your desires, being comfortable in your own skin, because when you master that, any future relationship you choose isn't about filling a void. It's about adding joy to an already full cup. The secret society doesn't want you to know, remember earlier, I told you society doesn't want you to know this. Here's why. Because independent people are powerful. You don't settle for less. You don't get trapped in toxic cycles. You don't buy into the lie that you need someone to complete you. And powerful, independent people are unstoppable. The ultimate gift of living alone. At the end of the day, living alone is not just a lifestyle. It's a masterpiece. It's your life, painted on your canvas, with your colors, your strokes, your design. It's freedom. It's authenticity. It's power. So don't let anyone pity you. Don't let anyone tell you you're missing out. You're not missing anything. You're gaining everything. Now, if this message resonated with you, if you've ever felt that tug of wanting to live life on your own terms, hit that like button. It helps this video reach others who need to hear it. And if you want more powerful insights on living strong, free, and unapologetic, subscribe to the channel. One click could be the beginning of the most liberating journey of your life. Because remember, this is your life, your space, your journey. And when you live alone, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. You're not just existing. You're living fully, completely, unapologetically. That, my friends, is true freedom.